What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Welcome back to the podcast. Today I have a very special guest. He is a Bleach Brave Souls veteran, has been on the platform for many years, and was primarily the reason why I even picked up the game in the first place. So go ahead and introduce yourself, my friend.
Hey, it's your boy Tor.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
of course, man. Oh, thank you so much for coming on. It's a great pleasure to be speaking to you. It's kind of funny. Me and two of my homeboys, we all started Bleach around the same time. I believe you posted your video when Mugetsu, Aizen, and Baragon came out. You remember that time
Oh
period?
yeah, yeah. That's like day one of me playing this game. That's like one of my first few uploads. So damn, you started watching way back then?
Yeah, yeah, dude. Because you were
Wow.
one of like the first people to upload a summoning video. I think it was like you, Cowboy, Two Game. It was a couple of you guys who were like on top of it when that banner came
Yeah,
out. And I want to
yeah.
say, would you ever say like anything's matched that hype from that time period?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, not necessarily for my channel, right? Like myself at that time, since there was not so like at the time there was like maybe like four or five of us, like you mentioned, right? There was
Yeah.
the community was definitely at a smaller, it was smaller capacity, right? A lot less people. But for my channel at the time, yeah, it was weird because my channel went from, I uploaded like two or three videos and then I uploaded my summons for that one, and then boom, it just like kind of blew up on me. And to this day, it's one of my most viewed videos. So for me necessarily, not I would say that was one of my biggest moments, but for the game as a whole, I would say there's been, a few times, yeah, that the game has been at an all-time high in terms of popularity and like viewership.
Would you say
Specifically
first
one like
round of manga
um,
characters?
yeah.
I remember
First
that hype.
round, that one was huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
was.
like
It
just
was.
everybody was on it. I mean, it was something we were looking for a long time, and it just finally came around. And so yeah, I would say Thousand Year Blood were round one. I would also say like manga summons. I think it was round four with Aizen, um, Yamamoto, and Soifon, because at that time we also had like Mugetsu and Vastolordi. So I think that was also a big time right there as well.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was, dude. It really. I. Those are like the time periods I missed the most about
Hmm.
Bleach. It's when those little, because I think the problem with Bleach Brave Souls, and I'm sure, and I've seen your videos. It's the multitude of banners that they've been doing now. It's kind of hard, like even with today's stuff when they launched. I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I already know in 2 weeks from now, it's gonna get crazy
Yeah,
again.
no, yeah, definitely. There's just no breathing period, right? Like there's content after content. I mean, like especially like for summons, right? Like for banners dropping every other week, like you said. Yeah, there's just so much. Personally, like for me, the way it's impacting me right now is like I'm a veteran. I've been playing this game forever. My resources, man, they're hurting, and
You gotta
yeah,
start
there's
using
just
that
too much to
money.
keep up with. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And I've seen those
Wallet Chan has been
summons.
hurting.
Yeah, I think I saw you went pretty hard in for Toki
Mhm.
recently, right? When you went tried getting
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the SA5.
Yep. I went in for yeah, Tokinada summoned, and I was just after one copy though, because I had him 4 out of 5 at the time. So yeah, I went in, tried to pull him, and luckily, yeah, we pulled through and ended up pulling him. But yeah, it was a lot to go in. Like we summoned a lot. These last 2 months have been just crazy in terms of how many orbs I've been putting into this game, and
Dude,
also just
I've
time.
noticed. I've been watching your channel. I'm like, dude, I've never seen you summon so much. It's
Dude,
crazy.
yeah, it's scary though, because it's like, well, like luckily like the support has been awesome, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
community and everything has been awesome. So like in a way I'm able to go in a little harder than the average person without hurting myself so much, right? But it's when you look at it and you you sit back and just kind of think about what you just did, you just sometimes are like, damn, that was like $300 I ain't getting back. That's $400 I'm not
Yeah,
getting back.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the gotcha tuber curse right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. But again, shout out to everyone, man. Like I said, they've been so supportive, and I'm sure we'll have a few of them come over to watch the podcast. But like, big props to them, man, because if it wasn't for the community, I wouldn't be doing this. I've said it multiple times. I just wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for the community.
Yeah, yeah, no, dude, gotcha games are very expensive, man, and it's very
Yeah.
hard to do it without like that support. And that's yeah,
Hmm.
I feel that, man. There's been plenty of times in Dokkan where I'll break 400, $500,
Hmm.
and I'm not getting nothing back. You know,
Yeah.
those hurt a lot, and that's how
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think primarily I want to see a lot of people who start gotcha tubes. It's like for one, it's the passion and love for summoning and just gameplay in general. But two,
Hmm.
it's like that dream of you get a little bit of extra income for orbs or
Yeah.
stones, and that's the
Yeah.
greatest thing that could happen, right? Where you don't
Yeah.
gotta use your rent money
Right.
anymore.
Well, yeah, to me, it's like I always, when I like first got into it, it was more of like just the most random thing I got into. I was, I've always been like creative and I've always wanted to do things like that, right? But this, like the whole gotcha thing was like a gotcha game was completely, this is the first ever game I've ever played, and it's the only game I've ever played that's a gotcha game. I've never played anything else like this, and it's definitely been a unique experience for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
What
Yeah.
was like the main reason for you? Because I know you're a huge Yukiora fan, and so you came
Hmm.
in during the Mugetsu. So I think you've always talked about, a lot about Mugetsu as well, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because like Mugetsu is like one of the more prominent forms of Ichigo in the whole series, right? And
Yeah,
I
yeah, I agree.
specifically remember him. He brings a lot of hype to like one the game, and so it just makes the whole experience that much better. But I talk a lot about him because yeah, he's one, he does what you need it, right? Like what he needs for you, right? Like the views, he definitely brings that.
Yeah, yeah, he
And he's
does.
also just yeah, he's usually Ichigos are always the best in the game. Like they always go above and beyond with Ichigo.
Yeah, it's true actually. I've noticed that. I
Mhm.
think there's been a couple instances where like they've maybe not done a good job with Ichigo. Like the one
Mhm.
example I could think of off the bat is the Hellverse one. I think that
Oh
one was
yeah.
a pretty shafted Ichigo.
Oh yeah, that was dark times right there. That was horrible. That was
Yeah, that was a
just the day he
sad
dropped his.
because we were also
Yeah.
hyped for him, and it was kind of like the same thing with Dark Rukia. Because
Hmm.
she's, I mean, dude, I love Dark Rukia, but like her kit wasn't as like as amazing as we were all hoping. I would
Yeah,
say.
totally. I'm right there with you. Yeah, she was underwhelming. Most of the movie characters, unfortunately, were.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
thing with seasonals, really.
Yeah.
Like they don't really
Yeah.
put like the same time and effort that they put into like Can't Fear Your Own World or
Hmm.
the manga stuff, which they're dude, they're doing really good with the manga stuff.
Oh yeah.
One thing that I've seen a lot of people on Reddit and Twitter always saying it's like, oh, Bleach is gonna die, BBS is gonna die, and I'm just like, I don't think K Lab is gonna shut down BBS like in the next couple years. I don't see
Oh
it
no.
happening. They're doing way
No.
too good. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah. My thought behind that is like they keep proving us wrong every time. Like I'm not gonna lie. I've said my things. I've said a couple. Like I haven't been like the biggest K-Lab supporter throughout my time on the game, but like they always prove us wrong, man. Like when you think the game is at its all time low, like they bounce back and they have something that they've been working on that whole time while you were debating whether or not this is the game for you. Like they definitely they keep the hype coming. One banner, they go amazing. Like the banner is amazing, right? Like for example, Mugetsu, Vaster Lord Ichigo from last year's anniversary, and then this anniversary, they come back and drop like the best characters out of the last few years, right? They're arguably the best characters to ever
Yeah,
drop. So
yeah.
it's like they just keep on coming with more content. And they surprise me every time. They're doing a good job. They're definitely doing a good job.
Yeah, no, no, and kudos to them because I think they deserve it. Because I love the Bleach IP. I think it deserves respect. The biggest reason
Hmm.
why I think a lot of people left the game was
Hmm.
because we all kind of felt like K Lab wasn't doing that great of a job at the time, and but now, even though there's some things I agree with and some things I don't, like I like the whole you get a guaranteed 5 star in the fifth multi. When I
Hmm.
talked to Spiteful Hopes about it, and I think we both agreed on the fact that I think BBS is at a point where they should just go the Dokkan battle route. And just in case if you didn't know, basically every multi in Dokkan, you're guaranteed a 5 star. always, like no
Mm-hmm.
matter what. And
Oh, okay.
the only difference is they include every 5 star in the game besides, okay, a good way to describe it, it's like seasonals won't be in it, and manga characters won't be in it, but all like the filler pool units will be in it, and that's kind of how
Mm-hmm.
a Dokkan does it. And I think at this point, dude, BBS has so many characters that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like resurrected ones, for example, a lot of people want to get them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to spend $25, but you only get so many amount of orbs every month. I think BBS should just try probably go full 5 star route. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, that I haven't thought about it that way, but that makes a lot of sense, especially like for example, the transcendence function that they've brought into the game. That as well as a whole other thing as well, where like transcendence points, the material you need to be able to even get by and kind of evolve your character to the highest level you can get them to. It requires so many dupes. Like you just need to get dupe after dupe in the game. So yeah, I don't see that how that would be a bad thing,
Me
really.
neither. I don't.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really good. I totally, yeah, I've never thought about it that way. That's a good point.
Yeah, because that's the biggest appeal of Dokkan is when you play that game. For one, the rates are a lot higher because every
Hmm.
banner is 10% for a 5 star, and then you're always guaranteed one at the end. And then they
Yeah.
split it between the banner unit being 5% and then a filler unit being 5%. So, dude, you get like five. You could potentially get 5 or 6 five
Hmm.
stars in one multi. Which in BBS, don't get me wrong, the rates are not abysmal. Like they're pretty decent,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Like yeah, it's dude, getting those 4 star showers. It's just it's
Yeah.
crushing. It
I
hurts.
agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. They've always lacked in that area, like especially like even like the summoning animations, they've lacked in that area. Like they up until recently, they finally added some fake outs in there, but even still, like if you look at like most people, like in the community, they'll basically tell you that they're underwhelming. And yeah, the whole shaft of the gold shower, man, that's something we like. If you've been playing that game for some time, it's just like you're prone to it now. It's like you just see it coming. But
Yeah, and it
I think that would be
hurts.
an absolute great idea. Like, man, you should be working for KLab, really. 'Cause that's a I
No,
didn't think about that, and that seems like an awesome idea.
yeah, it's just dude, Dokkan really takes care of us, dude. And another thing that
Hmm.
Dokkan Bao does, and I'm just hyping up the game at this point, but every multi that you do, let's say it's a manga banner that you're summoning on. Well, in Dokkan, when we summon for Dokkan Fest exclusive units, which is like a manga character basically, we get red coins. And what the red coins do, it's once you get 400 red coins, you could buy any unit that's a Dokkan Fest exclusive or a manga character after 400.
Mm.
So
Wow. Okay.
like like it's so hard to get shafted in Dokkan because if you get shafted, you wait a couple months and then you could just buy the character that you missed. And
Hmm.
that is something that I feel like Bleach could also do. And
Yeah.
there's a certain
Definitely.
yeah, like like don't get me wrong, BBS's quality of life updates have been crazy good. I think the UI change was amazing. Like you said, the animation thing, they really should just revamp it altogether.
Hmm.
Like the fake outs are cool, but it's like they're so staticky and so
Yeah.
like they're not that great.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. Like they do an awesome job with the art of the characters. They do an awesome job. I don't know how, like I'm sorry, I don't mean to like dog on Dokkan, but I just
No, yeah,
never
the
been the
art's
type to play
no, I
like
agree. Agree.
yeah, I
100%.
just the gameplay is something that I think BBS
Kills. It kills
just
it kills
kills it in.
everybody. It kills
Hmm.
everybody. And that's like the thing with BBS that bothers me so much. It's the fact that they have the best gameplay in the gacha game community. I mean, there's not many games that hit that point, right? Maybe
Hmm.
this new one with Genshin because it's like the open world type of thing, but BBS is such a good hack and slash game. Reminds me a lot of Bleach Carnival if you've ever played that on the PSP. Um, have you?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't played any other Bleach game because funny enough, I got into Bleach when I got into this game. So like ever since I've just been hooked on this and my time goes all into this, but I've never played any others though.
Feel
I might
that.
have to try them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're
Um,
cool, but no, I definitely get that because Bleach is kind of like one of those animes that not many people check out. I would
yeah.
say. It's one of the
Unfortunately
best.
though, because it's an awesome anime.
Yeah, it
Like
is. It is.
it's definitely up there for me. I given like I did get into it when I started playing this game, but that was like 5 years ago, so it wasn't like anything recent. But yeah, it's an absolutely great series. It's a real reason why I play this game, to be honest, because I don't think I could get into a gotcha game that's not related to like characters that I really want to go for, right? So
Yeah, no, yeah, I
yeah.
agree with that. I agree with that 100%. My biggest downfall was when I played Fate Grand Order.
Hmm.
I'm an ex whale from that scene, and that was a dangerous game to play.
Yeah.
Oh, that game was
Oh man.
scary. The
So
only
so
Yeah, go ahead.
so do you play a lot of gotcha games like yourself?
I used to play a lot. Like, I used to play when I was playing Fate. I was playing Fate, Bleach, Dokkan, Azure Lane. I played Arc for a little bit, Legends. I've tried, like, I'll try them for a while. I even tried Grand Cross too, but Grand Cross is scary.
Hmm.
You start dropping money real quick because the rates are so bad in that game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but for the most part, Dokkan's always been like that game where I'm comfortable spending money because we have stone sales, the coins, and again, like you said, the gameplay isn't the best, so they compensate with everything else. Like, all the
Hmm.
quality of life changes that they do really
Hmm.
help the game, and I mean, it has over 350 million players right now, so
Oh yeah, that for a reason. Yeah, that's
yeah, yeah, they
it's
take
probably the
care of
biggest
you.
game, right? Yeah.
Fate Grand Order beats it in Japan by a little bit. Well,
Okay.
actually not by a little bit, by like a billion a year. Because Dokkan makes
Oh.
one, and I think Fate gets close to three, two to
Oh
three.
wow.
Yeah, no, Fate's a monster, dude. Fate's a monster, and
Oh, okay.
Dokkan is like the more free to play game though, because yeah, you could be completely free to play and have a good account. It's pretty
Hmm.
cool. Um, but how? Yeah, actually, how do you play any other gotcha games then, or is Bleach like your baby?
Yeah, well, I've tried other games. I've tried like the Seven Deadly Sins game, the
Did you like
Grand
it?
Cross. I liked it a bit, but it was just like it all falls back to wanting to go for characters that I have like a special connection with, right? That I absolutely
Completely agree.
completely love, right? That like the Bleach series, there's just so many characters I can't even list how many that I love, right? That I want to pull for every time they come out. But Seven Deadly Sins, like for one, I like the anime, but it's not up there for me really. I season one was pretty good, but after that kind of fell off for me a bit. And because of that, I don't think I was able to stick through with it. I played for like a good 2 weeks, and I spent a little bit of money, but I got out of there pretty quick, which was I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
proud of that one.
yeah. That's what happened with me too. I like the first night I got it, I was like, dude, the rate like it takes this long
Hmm.
to get a multi. Like I couldn't do. I could. I hate waiting that long.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
exactly.
I mean, there's some things I like about that game, but dude, I don't think it's gonna last that long because.
Hmm.
I mean, the IP is not very large. It's not like BBS or
Yeah.
Dokkan, where it's like they have, you know, I mean, what's this guy Kubo? That's his name, right?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, Tech Kubo,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's still writing other projects and he sends his other projects to BBS. So it's like BBS will always have new stuff to use, and of course they could go back and like recreate like other characters like they've been doing,
Yeah,
and it's working. I
exactly.
mean, they make money, but Seven Deadly Sins, like how many like of the same character am I gonna summon for till I'm like, okay, I'm done with this, you know?
Yeah. That's exactly what because I got buddies that play that game religiously. And I was just like, I'll give it 2 years, 2.5 years. And I said that, but not in a way of like, oh, I hope this game dies off, but more of like, I remember playing this, and then like within a couple of months in, I mean, I'm seeing that they're dropping collabs with other series because I was just thinking, I mean, like I feel like they have to do that because there's just not enough characters to really make character forms of consistently. I would imagine, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, like the
yeah,
Attack
like
on
you said, it's
Titan
just
one.
not a big enough. Yeah,
Uh,
not a big
well,
enough IP. I would say.
like another one that everybody's been asking for was which was a My Hero. I think you even mentioned a My Hero gotcha game once, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Smash Tap. Yeah,
Which, yo, rest in peace to Smash Rise. Like,
yeah.
I
I
can't
heard
believe
that.
that, dude.
Yeah,
I think what happened
unfortunate.
was, yeah, I think what happened was Smash Tap was fun. Like the gameplay was cute. I had a good time playing it. But when they went to Smash Rising, I was like, what is this? And I think that's what ended up happening, bro. And like everybody just kind of fell off. And dude, that's what
Yeah,
happens with gotcha games.
yeah. Yeah, no, I played that game. That's another thing. I played that game a bit, but then I dropped that before it even got to Smash Rising. Um, yeah, it was just I myself have always been that way. I've tried other games, kind of like it sounds like you do the same, right? You try
Yeah,
other
you
games, you give
try
them a
it, see
shot.
what's going on, and
Yeah,
then, eh.
and then you find out I don't have enough time anyways. So,
Yeah,
uh,
exactly. Like, what time do we
yeah,
have to be playing 20 gotcha games when, like, you already make
exactly.
content on
Yeah.
one? The only real reason why I'm even jumping on that Genshin Impact, and, like, I'm completely transparent. It's like, it's new, it's fresh, and
Hmm.
people start searching for this stuff. So,
Yeah,
it
no, yeah,
helps.
definitely,
It always
definitely.
helps to jump on stuff, like, once it comes out. Like, Grand Cross, like, I've seen a couple guys literally go because we all started like around the same time. I still talk to a couple of them that they will go from 0 subs to some of them are like at 3,000 now because of Grand Cross, and I'm like, dude,
Oh yeah.
that's what gotcha games could do to you, man. And I think
Oh, dude,
yeah, you saw a
it's
similar
crazy.
uprising when you had started, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a pretty fast growth, but not nearly that fast, right? Not like from 1 month to another, I'm at 3,000. It was like a slow rise, but it was a pretty quick rise because given the fact that I went from, having no subs, and then within, I think like the third or fourth video I uploaded was that one Mugetsu, Baragon, and Aizen summons, and that one just blew up. Um, I still get memed on to this day because of that video, Some may know, right? If you know, you know. But yeah, it's that one was like the big one that just catapulted my channel and gave it the small little it gave it the kickstart that I needed, right? And I started growing pretty decently after that.
Yeah, yeah. I think you jumped to a couple thousand your first year, right? I want to say.
Yeah. I think it was. I would imagine it was. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that. I would say maybe like the first 5,000 would have been like the first year. I think.
That's good,
I
dude.
think
That's
something
good.
like that. Yeah.
That's like the power of gotcha games, but I'm sure now when you're this far in the game, is the growth still like that or has it kind of slowed down?
No, it's definitely slowed down. I mean, it's there. It's just not as consistent, and a lot of it has to do just with my personal life, right? At the time when I first started out, I had a job, but it was more of like a temporary job that I was doing at the time where, um, I was working in retail, right, at the start, but then I moved on, and over time, like now I have my career job that I'm looking to be, continue to grow there, and I invest way more time than I used to, right? Nowadays, like I'm working like I'm gonna be working 60 to 65-hour weeks, and so it's like I'm busy, right?
Oh
I
my
don't have
god.
time to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it, man. It's not a bad thing though. I love it because again, I'm enjoying what I do, and it's something that actually provides me the ability to survive, right? Because money isn't everything, but
It's
definitely something you
important.
need.
And
Yeah,
and you've
exactly.
mentioned it a couple times, but you live in a pretty expensive state
Yeah,
or very
yeah.
close to one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Oregon, right? I'm in Oregon myself. I'm right outside of Portland. Oregon itself has definitely gone up in cost of living over the last several years. So, yeah, it definitely can get expensive. Just alone on my like rent every month. Like I have to make sure I have a couple thousand just on rent every month, and
Yeah, yeah.
it can get expensive. Yeah, it can get expensive.
Have you guys ever thought about moving? Like I'm actually in Arkansas and it's pretty cheap.
Hmm.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I talked to Spite, dude. There's a cheap, very like what? Because he was talking about moving as well, and I told him like, dude, there's a spot in Florida called Ocala where
Hmm.
it's like super duper cheap. Florida, you don't have to pay state tax, which in Arkansas and I think Oregon, you also have to pay state tax up there, right?
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
And it's real nice. You're an hour away from Disney. That's where I'm currently trying to move right now. Um, even though I do have a pretty good job, right? Like I'm not like in the field I want to be because I actually really want to go to real estate. But
Hmm.
when I signed up the course in Arkansas, I'm like already thinking about moving to Florida, so I'm kind of like in and out of that course. So I'm kind of like in a
Hmm.
tough spot. But
Yeah.
I completely get you on the expense because I mean you do live in a dope area though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I would say like I live in an apartment, right, with my girlfriend Jen.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, it's a nice area. Definitely, like you get what you pay for. The biggest reason I moved to this location though was basically because work is walking distance. I can get to work within like a 3 minute walk,
Oh,
so
dude,
it's
that's
it's
insane.
very convenient. Yeah, yeah. So it was mainly that, and it's nice. So we decided to just go with it.
That's nice. So like I was mentioning earlier, is that like where you guys want to like stay for the long term or?
I've brought it up myself. I'm the one that's more open to like change and moving. You know, like I'm interested in moving out to like to a smaller state, right, where cost of living is way down. The
Yeah,
great thing
yeah.
about my job is that I can go just about anywhere, not necessarily right now, but at some
In
point
the
in the
future.
future, I can work remote and I can work from home, like you know, my full-time job, and you know, get paid pretty good. I'm in sales, so I do sales,
Oh,
and I can
sick,
do it
sick.
from home. Yeah, so pay is good, and then if I can if I can live in a low cost area, like why not, right? Money could be, you know, I could be saving for the long term goals, which is you
Getting
know, a
married and
house and
stuff.
everything else. Yeah, getting married because that's not cheap, you know, all those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm sure it
Yeah.
in a couple years, I'm sure Jen's gonna start asking, "Where's the
Yeah.
ring, boy?"
Well, you know, we just hit 6 years, like
Dude, that's
back
crazy.
at the start, like a week and a half ago, actually. So we
Oh,
hit six
congrats,
years.
man.
So yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. So
Six,
it's
dude. That's
we're getting
awesome.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were
Yeah.
dating. So, because I remember Jen being in your videos when I originally started watching you. I think you would bring her in
Hmm.
sometimes, and I think she did her own channel for a bit too. Dude, that's badass that you guys have been together for this long, and like I think the
Yeah.
community just like everybody just like knows like how great you guys are, and I'm sure you
Hmm.
get tons of guys that saying goals, right? I'm sure you get
Yeah.
those. those
Yeah, yeah, we do. And I mean, like, you know, yeah, it's mainly because like, you know, we both even play this game, right? I mean, not a lot can say that. Oh yeah, I play with my girlfriend. I play a gotcha game with my girlfriend, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
most
I get
girls
a lot
don't
of those
fight it,
comments.
bro. They
Exactly,
don't go
and
for it.
crazy story. Not a lot of people know this, but I got into this game because of Jen. Like Jen was the one that actually found out about Bleach Brave Souls
Dude, no
before me, and like,
way.
yeah, she got me into anime. She got me into every. I was like a normie before all this.
Dude, for you?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like I was definitely a normie. I completely changed, but I'm very happy, right? Like it was definitely a better change for the better because like I have more of a you know I found myself. I have more of a personality now than ever before because before it was just more of like yeah I didn't have really much hobbies outside of like maybe basketball. I've always been a basketball fan and also soccer, but yeah she's the one that got me into this stuff,
Dude,
which
that's
I don't
crazy.
regret.
Holy,
Yeah.
holy crap. Yeah, the more you know. So, like, what were you into before, like TV shows and like music and
Mhm.
stuff like that beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't watch much to be fair. Like, I was mainly always out. Like, I graduated high school. I didn't go straight to like, you know, like college. I didn't do community college or anything. So I went. I just kind of started working, and then like, just I would be out with friends a lot, and it wasn't like I didn't watch a lot of TV to be fair. Yeah, I didn't do much there. Maybe basketball, maybe like NBA.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
always been like something I've always stuck through. Yeah.
yeah. I could imagine that. So you were just more. So you really were like being a normie.
Yeah, yeah. I was like I said, yeah. I'll be the first to admit, like I was a big time normie. Yeah,
Dude, that is crazy. I would have never imagined because yeah, like you have such a passion for BBS and
yeah.
but again, 5 years could really change a person, you know? You
Oh
could get
yeah,
into all
definitely.
sorts of things. I even
Yeah.
get like that sometimes because, yeah, I love anime. I love, my JRPGs and stuff like that. But surprisingly, I'm super into reality TV now. You know, being
Mm.
26, I guess the older you get, you start liking
Hmm.
different things. And I love
Oh, don't get me wrong.
90
Same
Day
here.
Fiance
Same
is
here.
great, bro. I love 90 Day Fiance. TLC has a lot of my favorite shows right now. Married at First Sight, Love After Lockup. I just love that type of stuff, dude.
No, dude, don't
It's just
don't
different.
even. You're no, don't get me wrong. I'm into that too now. Have you watched the 90 Day Fiance series?
Dude, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, I'm a huge. I watched Before the 90 Days, Happily
Hmm.
Ever After, the normal one. I follow them on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah. I'm
crazy.
definitely there. I'm definitely there. I have a few of those. Like the last TV show that wasn't like anime though was like Narcos. Jen and I were both binge
I
watching
heard it's
Narcos.
really
That was really
good.
fun. Yeah, it was good. I definitely recommend especially the Colombian one with Pablo Escobar. Definitely a good one.
Yeah, yeah, no, I got. I've heard it's good. I gotta check it out. It's so hard to sit down and watch stuff because I'm sure you remember when you just start off making videos, you just don't have you're not at that point yet where you're comfortable enough to just be posting one a day. So like you're kind
Hmm.
of like a crackhead for a little while,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm just uploading like 5, 6 videos every day,
Hmm.
and I just don't have time for anything. And like
Yeah.
even when I want to play video games, I'll just do it on Twitch. Like I just want to keep working. I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
just sitting there. And was that kind of like how you were in your early days? You would say?
Yeah, yeah. Like I definitely had. Well, at the time I was in a different situation,
Yeah, yeah.
so
You
I had more
mentioned,
time.
yeah,
Yeah, I had more time, but I definitely had way more of a drive at the time. Especially because it's a dream, right? It's a dream to like be able to like do this and have a following and be able to get an income out of it and make this a thing, right? I definitely had that drive at the start. I think I almost probably got some slack for it for being the one to like just spam people's inboxes back in the day because I definitely did upload a lot more. 2-3 times a day for sure. Um,
yeah. And now it's
Nowadays
just
it's a
kind of
little slower.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Do you ever miss
and
that?
like oh yeah, I do. I do. I took those times for granted. Like nowadays, like I mean, I love what I do as a job. Like I enjoy it. It's the type of job that I need in my life because I'm myself. I'm always someone that needs to be like doing something, right? I can't just be sitting around waiting for the next thing. No, I need to have something to work towards, and that's something that I have now. And that I had that at the time with like with YouTube. Like I would invest a lot more time into it. Do miss it at times, but it just didn't. It doesn't pay enough. So like it's something
That's
that
the
I
thing. Yeah.
enjoy. I will put in time into it, but the money aspect that's important. I want to have my girl and myself and my two doggos that I love, right? I need to put myself in a good position
Yeah, you
for
gotta take
like
care
our
of
yeah.
your family, bro. Which
Exactly.
yeah, it
So
is a
it's
shame that YouTube, like the money is there, but it just, dude,
mhm.
you have to get lucky. Like that's what
Oh,
it
you got to
is.
get to a certain point. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to get to a certain point. Myself, I don't, I'm transparent. I don't really care about like saying how much I make. I make like on this one on a good month would be like maybe 1,000, which is not bad, right? That's not horrible, but it's only side money. Like that's side money. Yeah, it's definitely not money that you can like comfortably live on, right? And 1 month can be well over 1,000. Uh, but then the next one you're at 100, 200, 300, right? And
Has
you're
that
like, oh,
happened to
okay.
you?
Oh
Where,
yeah,
where
yeah,
it's gotten that
definitely.
low?
So yeah, definitely, definitely. Because especially when I wasn't really uploading as consistently about a year ago when I started my current job. At the time, I was just more invested in that. I had to work more hours and invest more time there. And so I was working more and making less content. And viewer base fell a bit, and it definitely dropped in income, like money wise. It definitely went down. um, but again, it was already kind of going that route anyways, and it does that from time to time. And then there's certain months like this last month. I mean, but it makes sense, right? Anniversary was like the most I've made ever on YouTube, which was it was well over. It was a good like I think in total it was like a good like 1,700. And I'm just saying this just so
Ooh. That's
In case
good.
people want to know about YouTube, right, and how it works on the gacha in the gacha world at least, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You can make a decent amount. Yeah, you can make a decent amount, but keep in mind that's a 1 month thing, right? That was anniversary, the hypest it'll get probably this year for BBS. After that, it'll taper down to like definitely a lot lower.
Well, you didn't drop too
Yeah.
low. I mean, you're at a thousand this month.
Yeah,
You mentioned.
yeah. And the thing is though that it's gonna drop again, right?
Yeah, you
It's
can't
because it
rely on
still had.
YouTube. You can't.
Yeah, exactly. That's counting like some of the views during the time it was there because like I don't know, however YouTube works things, they're not very transparent themselves on how that works. But I mean, like the way it works, sometimes it'll carry on money from the month before that, and you also have to wait for like donations to go through. But it's definitely not consistent. That's the biggest thing I want
Yeah,
to emphasize on.
yeah,
It's not consistent. It's definitely 1 month it's great, 1 month it's low, and then yeah, it's not a consistent thing.
yeah. No, it sounds like it's very. You could get very anxious living off of
Yeah.
YouTube, which I can't do because I'm a very anxious person. And
Hmm.
like you said, my only goal is because like I want my actual career job, right? I've always wanted to sell
Hmm.
real estate. I've always wanted to do that field. However, imagine making an extra, even if it's an extra $800, right, a
Oh
month,
yeah.
just from doing something that you love. And
You
I'm sure you,
enjoy.
yeah, I'm sure, and
Yeah.
I'm sure for you, like getting that extra 1,700 last month, you're like, bro, I could buy orbs, I could take Jen on a vacation, I could
Yeah.
chill, you
Yeah.
know.
No, yeah. I that's the way I've always seen YouTube. Like I've always seen it more as side money, like a part-time job almost, right?
But
Where it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
where the time you're putting into it doesn't even feel like work, right? And that's exactly what it is, which is it's nice. I definitely like anyone that wants to get into YouTube that wants, that's looking at it in that way. I definitely think it's a very good possibility. Like if you work hard enough, it definitely can be that for you, right? Like a good side money, a good, money that can help you with, getting by in life, whatever. Like it's good side money for sure.
yeah, yeah. No, I completely agree with that, man. Because, and that's the thing, and I'm so glad you're transparent about it because there's so many guys who younger cats who are like, dude, I got to make YouTube my full time job. This is my dream. I
Hmm.
know there's so much money to make. There's money to make, but like, if you want to make serious money, go into the finance side of YouTube. Go into
Yeah.
like, dude, I'm not sure if you keep up with how much those guys make, but for every view they get, it's like $4 almost. And the finance
Wow.
YouTubers make so much money.
Hmm.
And a lot of guys come to Gotcha, and I think Gotcha actually has a pretty good ad sense. I'll be honest. I think you making
Hmm.
your 1,700 or 1,000, it's pretty good.
Hmm.
Um, but a lot of guys expect just like two things they expect that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of people quit. I started in May, and I've started with a bunch of other guys as well, and they all kind of dwindled off. They're like, "Oh, I didn't get to 100 subs. Oh, I'm not getting views." People start getting like mad about it, and I'm
Hmm.
like, "You can't have that mentality, man,
Yeah.
because." Dude, like you said before your big break video, like you did the first four and you said, they didn't really do too well, right?
Yeah.
Did
No, I
that
mean they
stop
didn't do
you?
too well. No. No, no, not at
No.
all. It was just a hobby thing. It was more of like, okay, cool. I got 5 subs from this. Awesome. Boom. Next one. Oh, dude, new content. Let me talk about it. Right. Like it's if you're going in on that mindset, then yeah, you're not going to be successful. Not that I'm like a big success myself, but I would say I've done something that not a lot can accomplish, right? Because it's something that you got to do with the right mindset, right? And by the way, man, I'm a big fan of yours, right? Like I see what you do, and I think your concept of doing this podcast is so unique, man. I
Oh,
didn't
for
think about
real?
this, and I've never seen somebody do something like this. So I have big hopes for you, man. I
Oh,
think you're
thank
gonna
you,
do pretty
brother.
good,
That
man.
means so much, dude.
Yeah, of course,
That
man. Of
that's
course.
sick. That's sick. To hear that coming from you, that's a win in my book. That's
Of
no,
course,
thank
man.
you,
No,
dude.
dude, and you got a good mindset. You have a really good way of talking to people. So yeah, man, you made me comfortable with all this. I was a little
Yeah,
nervous, but no, this is nothing, right? This
yeah,
is
yeah. I'm
just two people talking.
yeah. That's the same. That's like exactly like how I like to talk to people because I think the biggest thing, and a lot of guys that I've worked with, like the young, like the smaller guys, get like a lot of them are like, dude, how are you doing this? How are you talking? Because it's not, I've got you, I've got a couple, I got Spiteful, I got a lot of guys from the Dokkan community on here. I'm getting more guys from the Dokkan community, and all of them are like, how are you doing? I'm like, dude, stop treating these people like they're fucking slaves, or like stop treating them like they're guides. Like that makes people feel uncomfortable, like you don't want to
Yeah.
make, like if I had 50,000 subs and a guy sent me a giant like paragraph essay about asking me to come on to his channel, begging me to come on. For one, you can't be beggars. You can't beg.
Yeah.
And it's just like people don't understand that you started from zero. You started from zero 5 years ago, and you're at 30,000. Spiteful started 4 years ago. The Truth DT started 10 years ago. I mean, he's huge now. And people don't understand that it's like, yo, we all work normal jobs. We're all normal people. Like, you don't have to try so hard or like have like an ego. Like, I'm a very transparent person, dude. I don't like you said. I think it's just better to be transparent. Be yourself. Be comfortable. I look at this more as like building like a friendship, because it's like, dude, you guys are all badass. Like, why wouldn't I want to talk to you guys? You know, that's how I see it. And a lot of creators kind of do it more for like clout, that's why whenever I ask people to come on, I try doing it only on my channel, because I've had a couple people offer like, yo, I could do it on mine, but I'm like, nah, because I'm not asking you to come on here for clout. I'm not asking you for views. I'm asking you to come here because I like your stuff a lot. I want to talk to you. And if your viewers, like, if you retweet it and your viewers want to see it, they have the option to, but I don't want it to be like a forced thing. And that's kind of like my mindset on doing these and like collabs in general, because some people could be like, oh, it's an easy way up. I'm like, not really. I mean,
yeah,
even
they
if
still
you
have
do
to
a
get to know.
collab, yeah, you still gotta build up. You still gotta build, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about, like, for example, like back to what you said about transparency. It's like that's what, like, viewers for the most part, I've noticed that's what they get attached to, right? Like your personality, you yourself. If you're real, if you do your thing, you're gonna get it no matter what. Eventually, like, obviously you have to make some moves and kind of know what you're doing, right? You can't just, I don't know, make videos on the most random thing and not have any knowledge on it, right? You kind of have to have knowledge on what you're talking about, this and that. But if you've got a good personality and you can get on and just talk to people, and people will connect with it. And like I said, that's kind of, I feel like that's where I kind of started, right? I have I can be a lot of people think I'm kind of crazy, right, with my reactions and how I can get sometimes with my summonings, but it's also that people connect with it, right? They have a connection to that kind of feeling themselves, and they relate. And I feel like being yourself, just doing your thing is what people connect with the most. And,
yeah, dude, and exactly like you said, like that's what brought me to liking your content, was like your personality, your vibe, how you got Jen involved, your reactions. Like, dude, those are good reactions. Like, those are real. Like, yo, I'm really happy right now to get this unit, and I always love that. Like, it beat like when I see guys who are more scripted, and I respect script, right? I mean, I get it that, these guys are trying to make it professional, but I respect it so much more when someone just says, you know what, I'm going to do one take. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to go, I'm not going to change anything up for no reason. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
And that's my, how I do all my videos as well, man. I do everything in one take because I like my viewers. For some reason, I have like a very young, I mean, my age demographic right now is like 13 to like 20, which I didn't know this, but yeah, a lot of younger guys watch gacha games. Is that kind of like normal to you too?
Yeah, no, that's definitely where my viewer base is at as well. Over time as well, though, a lot of them have grown and they're a little older themselves. I know people that I talked to that were like viewers, and they're maybe like 14 at the time. I mean, they DM me, I found out they're 14. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you for supporting, man. And now fast forward four or 5 years, and now they're adults living their life. But yeah, for the most part, it's definitely the younger demographic that watches our videos here, and at least in my community. And something I found out about, like, with, I think in the last month, I have 1% that watches that are actually female, which is crazy. 1%.
Yeah, I think mine was about that when I checked it last night, and it's true. And
Yeah.
that's why I like to be so open and transparent with these kids, because I want them to know it's like, just because I have nice thumbnails or just because I have better audio than you doesn't mean like I'm doing any better than a 14-year-old. So
Yeah.
I like them
Yeah.
to just basically be like, damn, dude, I could do it too. Because
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
everybody who loves YouTube, you should just do it. What
Yeah.
do you have
No,
to lose?
definitely. Yeah. There's nothing to lose there. And it's if you enjoy it, do it. Go for it.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And dude, it's so like, you're one of like the most humble people I've talked to, really. I mean, everybody's been really, really cool. Especially with like the whole idea of like being yourself, but it's like you have such a good mindset, bro. I think it's just like the BBS guys are a bit different than the Dokkan ones, because like
Hmm.
you and Spiteful, like 100% are like, I feel like you're more close to your fan base versus them being
Hmm.
numbers, and I think that's
Hmm.
like the biggest difference that I'm seeing between the Dokkan tubers and like you guys.
Hmm. Well, it hasn't been a simple process, right? I think most bleach related channels have kind of had to work their way to get to where they're at, and I feel like I definitely appreciate every single person that watches my videos, and faces that I see consistently there, man. I definitely I notice them, right? It's definitely something that I cherish, because like, again, one month they may be there, and then the next some may not, so it's kind of like, yeah, I definitely don't take this for granted as much as I may have at one point.
Yeah, there was a point when Toro was a little cocky.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've always been the banter type of guy, though, right? I'm not exactly like, half the things I say, I'm not always serious.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
completely get that. I completely get that. Yeah, dude, no, like I don't think I've ever like, you guys are very into like what your people say, and like it's really cool, because like I said, dude, the Dokkan guys, I guess I don't know, like it might be like a different mindset, maybe like a diva
Mhm.
mindset. I don't know, but they're not like as like involved with their guys too much. I mean, their commentary is great, they're very nice, but they're not like responding to everybody constantly, and I'm sure it gets hard. I'm sure it does
Mhm.
get difficult responding to every comment, right? Do you even is that like even like a thing that you've been able to do?
Oh, when I have time, like for example, Sundays, that's my really usually my only day off out of the week. That's usually when I'll go ahead and I'll sit there and respond to comments, because it's the time I have, right? But usually throughout the week, if I upload a video, it's like, okay, boom, I uploaded a video. Now I got to get to the next thing, but I just don't have time sometimes. But yeah, if I have the opportunity to, most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, that's the thing. Life happens, and it does get pretty hard. Um, Being with your guys. My biggest thing that I don't really get, it's that everybody who like begs for like you guys like to just talk to them. I'm like, dude, why
Hmm.
don't you guys go to their Twitters? Because like I feel like Twitter is the easier spot for me to talk
Yeah,
to like anybody than like
yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah, oh, definitely YouTube. YouTube, unless it's like a stream, right? Streams, you can kind of talk to people and build a connection that way. Um, but yeah, mainly Twitter and also Discord, man. Like, Discord's usually a nice way to also communicate with like people on like your Discord. If people join your Discord, you could talk to them there as well. That's usually how I also talk to people.
Cool. Yeah, no, is that what you do now?
Yeah, yeah. That's I use Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. That's basically it. I don't use anything else. I mean, I've tried Instagram, all those things, but no, it's too
I don't.
much.
Yeah, I think it's too
Yeah.
much. I think Twitter is just
Yeah.
easy. I think Twitter is like the easiest one of all of them, from what I've
Hmm.
noticed, and
Yeah.
Discord. But Discord is, I don't know. Discord's kind of annoying too, because like with
Yeah.
like the bots constantly like the. I mean, I finally learned how to like shut off the notifications, and I'm so happy I did. That was driving me crazy.
Yeah, no, it definitely has that annoying side to it, especially if you're like in a bunch of Discords. Definitely, I've been there before.
Yeah. I was going to ask you this question. So I've noticed that like you haven't done too many collabs. Is it just kind of like time zone and kind of stuff like that?
I've always been down for collabs, but no one ever hits me up. No
Yeah.
one ever hits me up on that. I've the few that I've done, I've always been the one to really like ask the other person. Yeah, I've always been down for collabs, but it's just yeah, no one's ever hit me up about them. And um, personally, like it's not that I don't want to associate with people. It's more of just kind of like I don't know. Maybe they're busy, right? It's probably the same thing that others think about too, right? Like, oh, that person has their own thing going, right? But usually usually, yeah. I haven't received anyone really asking me to do anything, except for my boy EXO. Okay, that's the one, and he if he watches this, he'll definitely be the one to let me know,
Yeah,
because
yeah, and he's up and coming, and I think I've seen some of his
oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, no, and the thing is, though, he's a buddy of mine that I've talked to for years, and it's kind of an inside joke where he's like, "Come on tour, when we collab," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, I'm down this time," and then boom, I'm fuck work all of a sudden hit, or oh shit, I have no orbs now. So it's been really like it's been like the situation with him. It's been yeah, I can't really control a lot of things sometimes, but no,
Yeah,
I'm always down for collabs, man. I'm always down for collabs as long as I'm able to like be there. I would hate to like promise something that I can't,
that you
I
can't
can't
do.
hold up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But I'm always down. Yeah.
yeah, because I've who have you actually collabed with from like the BBS guys?
Yeah, out of the more recent ones, so I had one really recent with Arianero,
Oh,
my
he's
boy
cool.
Arianero.
He's cool.
Yeah, yeah, he's probably my favorite gotcha YouTuber in the BBS community. I really like that dude. He's
Yeah, and he
like,
came
to
out
be
of
honest.
nowhere.
Oh
Yeah, he's
yeah, man.
popping off.
Dude, he's awesome, dude. He's been like, well, he deserves it, man. He puts in the time, his personality, he's real himself. Like, I really like his stuff for sure. Like, out of the content creators in the community, and not to really throw shots at anyone, but I really like him because he's taken his time out of his day to also like hang talk to me, and it feels like this dude actually genuinely likes me, and I genuinely like him as well. So
So
yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
I
So
really
he's the
like how you
boy.
know, yeah. Yeah, he's the boy, man. He's the boy.
Yeah, I like his stuff. He's a cool guy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you see, Dokkan has like a group. Like they're like it's not like a clique, but they have like a group where they all kind of like work together constantly. Where it's like
Hmm.
6, 7 YouTubers constantly collabing. They're always on each other's channels. Everybody's always working together. So like, I don't think BBS has ever been like that because like you said, I think Bleach Cowboy's always been like his own entity. He doesn't really work with it. I
Hmm.
don't think I've ever seen him collab with anyone, right? For the most
Hmm.
part.
Yeah. I think yeah, there's a lot of us in the community, and I fall under it too. But again, it's not necessarily only my own fault, right? I would be down if somebody hit me up. I would try to make it happen. Like I'd be down for it, but it's more of like yeah, there's a lot of us in there that whether it's life or whatever it is, yeah, it's we haven't really been all that close when it comes to that in that way, right? With collabing and making videos together for sure.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's a bummer because all of you are such cool dudes. But yeah, it's been so many like years that I've noticed. I'm like, these guys don't like. Do you guys like? I always wonder, like, do they even talk to each other?
No, no, man. Hey, if anybody's watching this, man, and they've ever thought about asking me for a collab, I'm down, man. I'm down. Like I'm actually down.
Shit, dude, I'm gonna have
It's
to hit you up for a BBS one.
bro, hit me up, dude. I'm always down. Like
Yeah, I'm the
yeah, I
same way,
mean,
dude.
we'll have to find a banner to go in on, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same exact way, dude. I'm like, if anybody, like, as long as they don't message me 500,000 times within an hour, which unfortunately I do have a couple of those.
Hmm.
I'll do it, but it's like some people just gotta understand, dog. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
exactly. Like
don't
there's
send me 20 messages. Send me like one or two, and I'm like, I promise I'll get back to you.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. No, definitely,
and
definitely.
I respect the eagerness sometimes, but sometimes I'm like, all right, boy, you don't gotta do this. Don't do this. I'm too
Yeah,
old.
no, you also kind of have to be a little careful too, because there are people out there that are in for something that's just for their own benefit.
Exactly,
There
exactly.
are people, whether you want to like whether someone wants to admit it or not, there is. And I mean, like I haven't had that experience luckily myself. but you know, it's usually those ones that, like you just mentioned, that are constantly hitting you up. Hey, yo, you ready, dude? Let's do this. Come on, man. I want
And
to
I'm
collab
like,
with you,
yeah,
bro.
like that's what turns me off. I'm like, yo, just ask me once or
Yeah,
twice, dude. You don't gotta send me 6 or 10 messages. I saw it. I check all my
yeah,
messages. I know
exactly.
you're there. I'm just 26 and old, and sometimes I rather lay down.
Right, dude. Just I'd rather just pop a beer open and maybe watch a show
That's what I'm
with my
saying. That's what I'm
partner, right?
saying, dude. Like I'm not always down. Like, oh yeah, it's rough. It's rough sometimes. And
Yeah.
that, and so I can only imagine other guys who, I guess, the thing with BBS. I don't think there's a lot of like smaller YouTubers for the
Mhm.
most part.
Well, the thing is, there's been a lot of people coming into it. I've noticed for the most part, like the amount of YouTubers has definitely like doubled or tripled within the last year. Um, there are some smaller YouTubers, but not as many. Maybe I'm not exactly sure on how like the Dokkan community is. Maybe there's like 20, 50,
Dude, there's like a
you
hundred
know.
thousand small guys.
Okay,
Dokkan
okay,
has a
then yeah.
lot of smaller because because like we have one guy. I think that's like the biggest difference between BBS and Dokkan. It's like the highest sub count from a BBS tuber. I think it's what 2 game, and they're like around 50K.
Yeah, yeah,
Our
I believe
highest
so.
guy is Nanogenics, and he has 600,000 subs playing
Oh
Dokkan.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
that's the height that we currently have right now.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's gotten to like where it's almost like mainstream now, right? Where like
Yeah,
the
it
Dokkan
is.
game is like, yeah, it's definitely. I see where you're coming from. It's definitely a different community. And that's probably why they're also kind of like that themselves. I'm like you said, probably the
Because of
the
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 like yeah,
reason
because
they're
they
like that.
know how
Yeah.
big like they really can
Yeah,
be,
they,
and
they're making. I'm assuming if he has 600,000, then that man's actually making some good money
oh dude, he
off
makes, I
off
checked his
this.
Social Blade, he makes anywhere between 10 and 50 grand a month
What?
making
Wow.
that. And another guy named Jatruthi T, he has 277,000. All he does is Dokkan, and that man makes about 40 or 50K a month.
Wow, that's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy. I can't even imagine. Only just on a gotcha game. That's
just a
crazy.
gotcha game, bro. They just make
I'm
money.
assuming he puts in a lot of money into it, but
Yeah,
still, like
yeah.
even if he makes half of that, right? Like that's
Truth,
crazy.
yeah, dude. Truth is thing. It's like so in BBS. Now you guys have to get dupes to unlock stuff. Dokkan's always had that, so you need 5 copies, just like BBS, to basically rainbow a unit. And that man rainbows every single new unit that comes out. Like that's his niche.
Yeah, I heard he's like the biggest whale of all. Right? I've
He
heard that.
yeah yeah he spends and he's pretty transparent how much he spends on a banner. He spends about dude 3 to 5 grand on every banner.
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but then he makes
That's
50
insane. Oh
grand.
yeah, but then yeah, he makes 10 times that, right? Yeah, that's nothing, but that's crazy, man.
Off a
That's
gotcha game, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's insane. Well, you know, Dokkan, I mean, I think it's to a point. It's to that. It's where it's at because of the IP as well.
that's
I'm
what it
imagine
is. It's
because
the
like
IP.
Dragon Ball is like the biggest, like one of the biggest of all time, right? If not the biggest. So it's like there's people that are, you know, grown. There's adults that are watching those videos. I'm sure there's not just kids that are watching that, right? There's more of a community there that's you know, because I think Dragon Ball is a series that's been around for years, right? Like even decades now. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah. Since
Yeah.
I think Dragon Ball was like 1989 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been around for. I think we had the 30-year anniversary last year for Dragon Ball, or it was something like that. Yeah, dude, it's been around for a very long time, and like you said,
Hmm.
that's what's backing Dokkan up. And there's not many games that could like fight it, besides Fate Grand Order, because Fate Grand Order,
Yeah.
it's waifu central, and
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you've caught yourself a couple times spending a bit more for a nice looking JPEG.
Oh dude, don't even get me started. Burn the Witch is about to make me act up, man. When they drop, holy,
Dude, the
oh
girls are
man.
nice.
Oh, dude, I read it like this last weekend, and oh my god, I was like, I immediately looked at how many orbs I'm gonna be buying. Like,
Like that.
I read it and I'm like, yo, I need to cop these two. I need to. I just need to. So yeah.
Dude, that
No,
needs to be a good
I
YouTube
definitely
month
stand
for
for.
you. But you gotta
Yeah.
plan it. Like you gotta be like, okay, I think they're gonna come this month. Let me upload every
Yeah.
single day. Let me get.
Let's make up what we're gonna basically throw down. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the best way that you can do it, bro, dude. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like whenever like females are involved, I'm like,
Yeah. Bro, Jen be looking at me weird sometimes, but it's like she knows that it has to be done, right?
yeah,
Like
dude, they're just so cute.
I think she prefers that than me actually maybe trying to get some real girl, right? I think she prefers
Yeah,
the gotcha,
dude,
the anime girls,
that's
right?
what Fate used. Dude, okay, so Fate Grand Order, I used to spend, I think I spent about 30 grand on that game. Just being
Oh
completely honest.
wow.
Yeah, easily, like within my first year playing that game. What they do in Fate, it's they drop. Okay, so the rates in Fate, to give you an idea, it's 1% for a 5 star. To get that banner 5 star, you have a 0.7% chance, so it's not even a whole percent. And every new waifu that comes out, they give them a new story. When you play that story, bro, they fucking drop the yo, like their cat died and they're sad. They drop oh man, her husband cheated on her, and like dude, they always hit you with this. Like once you beat them, so basically how Chaldea works, it's like I'm not sure, have you ever seen Fate Zero or like Fate Stay Night?
I haven't watched
Okay,
the
okay.
series
No,
now.
that's fine. So basically, servants are summoned by the Holy Grail to fight in the Holy Grail War, and Fate Grand Order has like a that in it as well. So the Holy Grail will summon these units to come and help you throughout like an event or something. You get to know them, you fall in love with them, and then they have to go back to the Grail. And then when they leave, 90% of the time the girls will tell you that they love you, and they hope that you'll summon for them when they like, and they could be with you. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah. That's
dude,
crazy.
they
I've
make you
never
feel
heard
like
of something
shit,
like
bro.
that.
That's how they get you. That's how they get
Oh
you.
man.
Yeah, dude, it
Yeah,
hurts. I hate
that's
that.
crazy.
So I had to
Yeah,
quit.
that seems like a dangerous game. I gotta avoid that at all
Yeah, it
costs
is a
then.
dangerous because, dude, all the girls are beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Dude, yeah, that game's scary. Yeah. The only good thing about that game, it's that BBS sells 2 multis for $80. Fake Grand Order will sell you 6.5 multis for $80. That's like the
Oh
big
wow.
difference. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
well, I don't know other games like that, but BBS has to be one of the worst when it comes to
dude.
like
Yeah,
purchasable.
a hundred
Yeah,
percent.
okay, good.
I
Because
hate BBS's
oh
orbs.
my god, I hate it, man. It's bad. It's bad, dude. I cannot like believe how much they actually ask for just two multis. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually nuts. I'm like, dude, how are you gonna ask me for $80 for 2 multis?
Yeah, that
It's
makes no sense.
without any sales. Like, dude,
Yeah.
like they're
They've
all
never had any sales. Yeah, that's the part I've also haven't understood. I haven't understood why they haven't. I might be the contract they have, but I don't know. Like, it makes no sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
they must have a horrible contract. I remember that they Caleb mentioned it. They're like, oh, we have these sales because I think iTunes takes like 30% of each purchase, and I'm like, I get that, but
Hmm.
Dokkan also loses that amount of money. But what Dokkan does, it's they make their stones cheaper, so you could buy 2 multis for like $45.
Hmm.
And then they have stone sales where you could get 2 multis for $30, or you could get a multi for $8 sometimes, and that's what they do. And I'm like, Caleb, if you lowered your prices or did sales, more people would buy, which
Oh
would
yeah,
mean you would make more money, even with iTunes taking 30% of it.
100%, one
Which
hundred
it
percent.
doesn't make
I would
sense.
anytime they would have a sale. Let's say if they actually had a sale like once a month, right? Just on a like let's say they limited it to once a month, where you can get like a let's say a 585 pack for like $40, half the price. I would probably buy it every single time just so that I'm prepared for the following month. Like that's yeah, they would make more money and more
Way
people
more.
would buy it as well. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
definitely don't see why they haven't, but I don't know. I really don't know.
I hope one day they do because I think it's just like a waste to not do it. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's so odd to me how K-Lab works.
yeah,
I mean, they
no,
are making
definitely.
good money. I think they're in the top 10 rev for gotcha games right now, so that's good.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, hopefully the freaking tap joy thing and their ads have made them money, but oh god, that stuff has been a little scummy to be fair, but
Yeah, they're
eh,
they're doing what Grant Cross does, bro. That's basically it.
mm,
They're just doing what Grant Cross does, and they're trying to figure out how to make more money, which I respect. But it's like, yo, make more money by making your players happy, not by
yeah,
putting
yeah,
ads in the game. Like, come on.
yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
They just stay bugging out, dude.
Yeah.
Again, there's certain things I love, certain things I don't. But I forgot to ask you this. Like more of a personal question. What type of music do you listen to? I've always wondered. I don't think you've ever
Yeah.
mentioned it.
Yeah, no, I don't really I've never talked about it, I guess, but I personally like indie music. I'm like a big fan of a few bands that I listen to.
Circus Survive, kinda.
I've never heard of them. I've
Okay,
never
okay.
heard of them. No, it's a unique like type of like taste that I have, I guess. I like the Neighborhood if you've ever heard of them. I like Portugal the Men. I like it's I listened to The Weeknd. That's one of the biggest artists I've ever listened to, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
always
he's
stuck
pretty good. I like
dude,
him.
I've always stuck through with him. He's got yeah, such a unique like kind of style. So I like him. I guess hip hop slash indie rock. I like Queen. I love a lot of the oldies. Like I
Yeah,
love
Queen's
Queen.
amazing.
Queen is one of my all-time favorites. The Beatles too. I listened to them when I was growing up. So yeah, I have like a different taste. I don't really have too many artists that I listen to, but the ones that I do like, I annoy the hell out of my girlfriend with because I just listen to them at all times. Like I just will listen to them like a whole year straight, the same album, and
Ooh,
yeah,
like that?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm the same way. Don't
It's
worry.
pretty bad.
I think that's a dude thing in general. I think like we
Yeah,
all
yeah,
find like a couple artists every year and we just listen to it for the entire year.
yeah.
Cause
Exactly,
yeah, my ex
exactly.
used to hate that. I would always put on Metallica's Black Album randomly, and like I'll only play that or like an Iron Maiden album, and she'll be like, "Why do you listen to the same thing?" I'm like, I'm vibing.
Yeah, let me
Get off me.
vibe.
Girls don't understand, dude. They don't get it.
Yeah.
Even though they kind of listen to the same crap too.
Yeah,
Does Jen
right,
listen?
yeah.
Does she listen to a lot of different music or?
Yeah, Jen has more of like a wider range of tastes in music. Like she definitely likes like like we both like kind of indie music. She's I don't know exactly. Like she likes also like the female singers. What's her name? Lana Del Rey. I
Oh, she's
actually look
good.
like
Yeah, she's really
yeah, I
good.
really like Lana Del Rey, but she's also into a few others. I don't know their names, but yeah, she has more of range of artists that she listens to.
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
That's cool.
but yeah, no, it's definitely been a thing where over the last few years we've kind of like it's just life. Again, it all falls back to life. We just haven't had a lot of time, but we used to go to like a lot of concerts, go to like different like band concerts. But yeah, we,
That's
we, we like
sad.
music.
You
It's
guys
true.
got to get back
Yeah,
into it.
no, we will. It's
Oh,
just right
I forgot
now.
it's COVID.
It's
Yeah, yeah. We none of
yeah,
us
with
can.
exactly COVID, and then right now like I'm in the beginning stages of my like career here that I have, so I'm gonna be busy for now, but after a while at a certain part of the year it's like where it slows down. Right now until the end of the year, man, I'm working 60-65 hours. After that I'll have more time. Like at the start of the year I'll be back to like normal hours,
Good. Yeah.
which will
So
be nice. Yeah.
I'm sure
It'll
you
be a
missed. Yeah,
breather.
like you mentioned earlier, you missed your YouTube. You missed your boys.
Exactly,
Which I mean,
exactly.
I think you're still uploading almost every other day, right? For the most part.
Yeah, I'm still trying to be consistent when things drop. But you could definitely see a drop off on like streams. I was streaming like a good like every day actually for like a good month and a half. And then now I have to work big hours, so naturally I'm just gonna not be as available as I used to. But
No, I mean
yeah.
you uploaded I think 4 videos. No, you do your stuff still.
Oh yeah, today
Today
because
was a
it's
good day.
yeah, it was a good day. Well, the thing is, it aligned perfectly, right? Because I'm off Sunday, and the news dropped on Sunday, so it was like perfect, right? So I was able to kind of like consistently make the videos there. But
Yeah, no.
Any other day, I'll be doing it really last minute. Yeah.
And so, question: do you make your own thumbnails?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've always made my thumbnails. I haven't had it. Well, actually, no. There was a period of time where somebody wanted to like help out with that, so I had someone making them. But no, mine as of right now in the last
Dude, you
couple of
make
years, I make all
really
mine.
good thummies. That's
I
impressive.
thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, no, that goes huge props to my boy Kabuki because he's the one that like he gave me some pointers and he helped me on how to do it. So
Yeah, I remember
really,
Is he still uploading?
yeah, I think so. He does. I think he does Seven Deadly Sins. I think Kabuki does Seven
Yeah,
Deadly Sins
yeah.
himself. Yeah,
That's the thing. I think everybody just kind of moved over. Dude,
yeah.
yeah, even like dude, like your text, like I'm really like looking at it now. I'm like, dude, you make some good thumbnails. And so you made all
I,
four of those thumbnails today and uploaded all of them today.
oh yeah, yeah. And dude, the thing is though, after you get a hang, like the hang of doing these things, like I can make those thumbnails within like a good like 3 minute, well, 3 to 4 minutes, right? It's pretty quick. Now the time where it take like the place where it takes a lot more time is like cropping out the characters. That can be time consuming,
Oh,
man.
you guys don't have like PNGs for all your files?
Well, that we do, but I myself like to take PNGs from like the character specials, and then that's where I cut them out, just so
Oh,
that they're
you
a
do
little
the
more
extra
unique.
work.
Yeah, just so that they're a little more clean and unique to like everyone else's that uploads. I don't know. That's just kind of where like what I prefer to do, but not every single one of them, right? Not every
Yeah,
single one of
yeah.
them. Like the Candace one that has the 8,000 orbs, if that's one you're talking about, that was a PNG, right? I didn't cut that out. That would have been insanely hard.
Is it hard for you guys to find those PNGs? Or
No, no, no. We
Sodex
got
does
a.
it?
Yep, I was about to say huge
Yeah.
shout out to the boy Soldex, man. That guy's the legend. He goes above and beyond and gives us everything, like even the PNGs for each character. So yeah, no, it's not hard because of him. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, we have someone named Hydros in our community who we have him and we have a guy named Dokkan Assets, and they both give us 4K HD quality PNGs, card arts,
Mm-hmm.
all the files, and
Dude.
something. This is gonna be crazy for you to hear, because
Mm-hmm.
Spiteful he knew about it, and you might know, but Dokkan actually has a server. And dude, if Sodex ever gets crazy and does something like this, which I think he could, but it takes a lot of work. So what Hydros did for the YouTubers, it's mainly for the YouTubers. It's to he's allowing everybody to, let's say in BBS three new units come out, and like how Spiteful Hopes has to call like his friend up to be able to use the new unit if he didn't get it, or like if you ever have to do something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Well, we have a server where each new character comes out, it gets put into the server. We could run them at 100%, max equipment, max links, max everything, and we just do it there without having to summon.
Wait, how? He gets the characters, or he
Yeah,
has that kind of access to?
he made a private server, and he basically he typed it in a way where each new unit that gets downloaded into the database, like whenever we have a data download, it gets sent to the private server at max link, max rainbow, and max equipment. Everything's maxed out 100%, max stats, and that's it. And all we have to do is sign in, do the data download, and the character's there for us to use.
Wow, damn, that guy's a
Dude,
legend.
he is a
Damn.
legend, bro. Hydros is
Wow,
like a
man.
god in our community for that. So like, yeah, he's our version of Soul King. Like Soul King's
Hmm.
amazing,
Hmm.
um, but uh, dude, yeah, Hydro. Yeah, dude,
No, dude,
we don't
like
got to
the thing is
summon.
these yeah, no, that's awesome. I personally would still do it because I'm still an addict, right?
No, no, me
That'll
too, me
always
too,
be
100%.
yeah. But no, like for content creating, that's awesome, man. I would definitely benefit from that as well because I'd be open to doing that for sure. Now the thing is though, like I also like doing it on my own stuff too because like I feel like it's a whole experience to
Yeah,
like be able
I
to
do a
get your
mix
own
of both. I do a mix of
yeah,
both.
exactly. There you go. Um, but dude, that's awesome. I feel like those people that do that for like the content creators in each community, man. Like they in a lot of situations, they don't even I don't even think Soldex asks for anything, man. He doesn't ask anyone for anything, and really he has a Patreon, and it's like you do it out of your own free
Yeah,
will, and
that's what
it's like,
Hydros has.
dude,
That's it.
these people are literally blessings, man. Like huge shout out to them. Like
Yeah.
if it wasn't for them, life would be a lot more difficult having to cut out these character
Yeah,
arts.
yeah,
And
we don't have to do that, bro. These guys, they get it from the, because I don't know how to do that. I know how to get.
Yeah.
We have something called DBZ Space where the website automatically gets updated with the new PNG files, but it takes like a day. So like none of us could wait a day to get the videos out. So Hydros and Dokkan Assets are like, okay, we got you guys in 5 minutes, and like
Damn.
these guys just
Yeah.
do that for us, and it is a blessing, bro. Like it helps out everyone. Like you said, I do like using my own account. The greatest thing though, and you're gonna feel me on this, is when we get the data download, because we get the units in our data like a day early typically. That is the 24 hours before is the best time to get views, because if you could get a video out of showing the new unit that's not in game yet, that's when it kicks.
Oh yeah.
And that's
No,
that's
yeah.
what we all do. We all see the unit before like you could even summon on it, and that's what every Dokkan tuber does.
Well, you know what? Now that you mention that, that might actually already be happening, because now that I think about it, there's been like this guy that has emerged out of like the blue.
Yeah,
and
the one
he's
who
like,
who's been showing the gameplay.
yeah,
That
yeah,
Rewatch
yeah,
showed and Spyfo
exactly.
showed. Who is that?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like I was thinking like, wait, how does this guy get the gameplay? Like it's not even, and now that you mention it, okay, now that might be what it is. Like, wow, okay.
So that guy figured it out.
Yeah, that guy figured it
If
out.
that so what he can do is literally be nice and give it like that access to everybody, and that would be crazy. But he probably wants to be known as that big guy that who has the gameplay. He doesn't want to give it out so easily. But yeah, our guy doesn't care. He's like, yo, here it is, boys.
Yeah.
Like
That's
everybody go
awesome.
crazy.
Well, the thing is, I've made videos every single time he's dropped them, and he's never like said anything. I always give him a shout out, obviously, right? Put the link in the description, but I mean, it seems like he's open to letting us using them or like use the content. But I mean, so I guess there's no real issue there. But yeah, no, that's really cool. I did not know that was even a thing. I can't even like, I don't know how they would even be able to do that. Like,
Yeah, no,
that's crazy.
I don't know the specifics behind it, but dude, it is like it's insane. I love doing
Yeah.
it, especially
Yeah.
since Global and JP aren't aligned, like how BBSs are. We're about like 4 months apart from each other, and it helps a lot on Global specifically because I have a lot of Global player fans, so I'm able to show them units that haven't hit Global yet, and then obviously that helps my channel as you know. And
Yeah.
I want
Definitely,
BBS to
yeah.
do that, dude. Honestly, that would be pretty. That would be pretty sick.
Yeah. No, yeah, that would really be cool actually. Well, hey, maybe it's something that will come here in the future. I mean, it emerged recently, like I said, so it might just turn into that,
And
hopefully.
I just hope K-Lab doesn't get like mad about it.
Yeah. No, that's that's the issue there. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We'll
Because
see.
I know they have. Because like that's the one thing Dokkan doesn't have. We don't have a K-Lab station every week. We don't hear anything from our devs or anything unless it's like a really big celebration. We're always kept in the dark constantly. Like Dokkan, we do not hear anything from those guys over in Japan. Like we don't hear anything. Period. And I think K-Lab Station's still a thing, right?
Yeah, every week, yeah. I mean, it's been a little slower, I think. There was a period of time because of COVID, but no, yeah, I think they're doing it every week still.
Not dude, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
What else? What's your plan for today?
So after this, I'm gonna probably head out and get some groceries. I need to get some groceries for the week, meal prep, and then probably just relax. Maybe stream something. I think I'll probably stream something today.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just end the night with maybe some YouTube videos with Jen.
Oh, you guys are gonna film tonight?
Yeah, just like a quick stream. No, not like YouTube videos. I meant like us sit down and watch
Oh,
some videos.
cool.
Yeah, we've been obsessed with Joe Rogan, man. Joe Rogan
Yo, he
podcast.
gets me, dude. I love that
Oh
guy.
yeah,
Do you guys watch
exactly.
MMA at
Yeah.
all? That
Oh yeah, dude. I personally watch it myself, like here and there. I watched last night. Did you watch? Did you
Yes,
watch it?
dude. It was
Oh
crazy.
yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was
Both
a
my
good
guys
fight.
lost though. Both the guys I wanted lost.
It happens.
Uh,
It happens.
yeah,
They'll
it
come back,
happens.
bro. They'll come back
Yeah.
stronger than ever. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my favorite fighter right now, actually. I guess it's because of the hype train, but I'm also from Miami. But Jorge Masvidal is like my number one. I love
Oh,
him
okay.
a lot. I like how crazy of a fighter he is. He finally got booked again. You saw McGregor has his next fight coming up
Yeah.
with
Yeah, I saw that he's
Paulo. Is that his name? It was like some weird
isn't
name.
it Pacquiao?
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, Pacquiao, which is like weird because he's a boxer. So he's gonna continue on with boxing, I guess.
That I don't get why he's doing. The thing is, like, I okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think his last fight with what was this guy's name? The older gent that he not
Mayweather?
no that he caught like his like MMA fight.
Oh,
What was
MMA
I
fight.
forgot what this guy's name is, but in that fight, he did like his elbow thing, not his elbow, but his shoulder blade thing, and this knocked. Oh, Cowboy, there we go. He knocked out Cowboy pretty quickly, and a lot of the other MMA fighters want to fight him, but
hmm
I want to say McGregor is scared to really get back in the ring with like a really top contender right now.
Yeah.
I don't think he's at
Yeah.
his prime anymore. So maybe
Yeah, no,
boxing might be a bit more safe for him.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. Actually, I agree. Yeah, he kind of had I think over the last couple of years, he kind of had like a few big major losses, and because of that, I'm sure he's a little more selective.
Yeah, he has to be. He has to be. I think
You
when he
know.
fought what was this guy's bro? Like it's always hard to remember all their names because like you try keeping up with so many of them, but the one that like jumped the fence and started attacking his crew. What was his name?
Oh, you mean I know who you're talking about, the Russian, right? The
No, he's Muslim.
or
He's Muslim.
oh no, he's not Russian. No, yeah, you're right.
Uh,
I know who you're talking
okay,
about.
okay. So you know I always forget because he has like I know it starts with a K. Like it's always a very hard name for me to remember, but he's
hmm
amazing.
Oh, dude, I think he's definitely the best fighter out there
I
right
don't think
now.
anybody could top him right now.
Yeah, no, dude, that man knows exactly what he's doing every single fight. Like he know, and the thing is, he's not that big. He doesn't look that like athletic, but he just looks like he knows exactly what to do every single time. Like he grew up fighting every day of his fucking life. Like you could just tell.
Yeah, no, dude, he has a lot of power within him for sure.
Yeah,
That guy
yeah,
is ready to take on the world, which I like him, dude. I think he's a great fighter. Um, I'm not a big fan of McGregor anymore.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like his attitude really,
yeah,
but
yeah. I was never really a big fan, to
no,
be fair, but
me neither.
yeah.
But all right, man. So it looks like we just hit the hour and 22-minute mark, and
Oh,
like
okay.
you, I like doing my groceries on Sundays.
Hey, yeah, it's the best time. It's the best
Yeah, and
time.
then
Get
I
it out
got
of the way.
yeah, it's the best time to get all my stuff ready for the week. Like you said, I gotta do some cooking and stuff like that. But bro, dude, again, thank you so much for coming on. This was one of my favorite podcasts by far. Hanging out with you, just talking. I definitely want to collab again in the future if it's just doing one of these, or we could actually do something BBS related. Because
Yeah, yeah,
I'm probably gonna
definitely.
download BBS on my on Steam because I didn't know you could do that.
Do it, man. It's actually pretty enjoyable. It feels clean. Although there are some, little errors that always pop up here and there, but other than that, though, it's actually it's a pretty good
Do
experience. I
you
would
play with
definitely
the
try it out.
controller?
Yeah. I play with the PS4 controller.
Okay, I gotta set that up today. I do, yeah, because if I could do, I don't think I would do like crazy summoning, crazy videos, but I want to do summoning ones. I think
Yeah,
summoning
do
videos would
it.
be fun.
Do it. Yeah, no, do it. Definitely do it. And if you have any questions, like with kind of how to set up things or like the whole controller thing, let me know, man. I'll definitely
Yeah,
help
yeah,
out
I'll
where I
for sure
can.
hit you up, man. But again, dude, thank you so much. And guys, please check out Torcrunch's channel. This man has been on the platform for many years. He has all your Bleach Brave Souls content. Definitely check him out. I'm going to put all his socials in the description. Again, thank you so much for coming on, bud, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man.